city of Chicago no longer has ShotSpotter in place while crime continues to be a major concern on the ground. And no one better to talk about that with us than independent Chicago reporter William Kelly. He joins us now by phone. William, thanks for taking time, and let's get right on into it. Some of the headlines here, obviously, with ShotSpotter no longer in place. How's the crime situation? Has it improved, or have we seen reports of people just being found shot instead of police responding through ShotSpotter to get on the scene much quicker? Good morning.
God bless you, Greg. Welcome to the jungle. Yes, we are heading down to Chinatown this morning to report on a 27-year-old woman who was shot near the Red Line on the south side. You have to really keep some kind of sense of humor about this, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, it is outrageous. Welcome to Chicago, my favorite city in the whole world. I was born and raised to believe the greatest city in the history of the world, and it breaks my heart, Greg, on a daily basis to see how the horrible decisions are making life better for migrants. I will say that the migrants are making out like bandits. So, okay, they're getting the funding, but public safety is absolutely taking a hit. To say the least. Double-digit shootings again this weekend. 2 people dead, 2-year-old toddler shot. As I mentioned, this poor woman shot near a CTA Red Line. But here's the real problem, okay? 24-year-old Jonte Baker, he carjacked, kidnapped, robbed a driver while he was on pretrial release for felony theft, okay? We have other people who were arrested yesterday by CPD. God bless them. Okay. When I talk about the failures of law enforcement, I'm talking about the chief law enforcement official in Cook County, Kim Fox, the state's attorney. I'm not talking about the police. Okay. Everybody's on edge. I get it. But, so a judge, a Cook County judge, just let a guy out, again, last night, on another gun charge. God only knows. The CPD is probably going to have to arrest him again today. But it's a revolving door, Greg. What can I tell you?
Talking with William Kelly, independent Chicago reporter here with us to talk about the latest headlines out of Chicago. Again, 28 shootings, 2 dead. You're reporting that 2-year-old toddler was shot Saturday evening. Charges against people arrested for DNC protest being dropped. Seems to add to the culture here as you're also on your way to report out another shooting from overnight. You've also got the issue of the migration and the taxpayer cost for this, $100 million going to favorite healthcare staffing. Talk about, I guess, the sentiment. I mean, we're in an election year here. Early voting's underway through much of Illinois. Early voting, I believe, in Chicago and Cook County is going to start early next month. Is there a lot of frustration on the ground when it comes to how much tax dollars are going out to migrants?
Well, 100% yes, which is essentially the amount of money that's going to migrants. Another $100 million to favorite healthcare staffing. I think we broke the story on your show, Greg. I don't know. It seems like a few years ago, but I don't know.
It is amazing to think that this issue has been going on throughout the entirety of the Biden-Harris administration and really coming into stark focus when tens of thousands of people arriving in Chicago from the southern U.S. border being inundated because of the millions that are crossing. They don't have the resources down there to take care of that. So, hey, sanctuary cities, you guys are saying you're not going to enforce immigration law. Well, here you go. Immigration law is not being enforced on the southern border. Well, how about you handle this? And then we see the exorbitant costs, over $1 billion in state tax dollars, let alone the hundreds of millions more from city tax funds. But obviously, this is all going to somebody's pockets.
Yes, it 100% is, and that is what that's what we have been on from day one. Favored healthcare staffing, another 100 mil. What is that? 300 mil now, plus obviously. And the reason why Mayor Johnson said he canceled Shot Spotter is because it was costing the city, whatever, a measly, 50 mil or whatever. That he spends that much on culturally sensitive food for migrants. On a quarterly basis, I suppose. Greg, ask yourself, if William Kelly snuck into a country, would he demand deep dish pizza for dinner every night? No, I would be happy with whatever they gave me, but apparently the migrants aren't happy with their meals. They need you and I to pay for them to have culturally sensitive meals every night. I would say that things like that are starting to add up. Not only obviously financially, but are starting to kind of add up in the minds of Chicagoans, Greg.
Talking with William Kelly, independent Chicago reporter, about some of the headlines. I do see your clip on X of you asking the mayor some of these questions from what was this, last week or the week before? But obviously people can find that on X. Give us the information on where people can find your reporting at.
Yeah, William, at William J. Kelly on X. My head is still spinning from being in City Hall. As you know, God bless you, Greg, you reported on this when no one else, hardly, other than Tucker Carlson, was willing to report on it. Lightfoot yanked my media credential because I was asking her real questions about crime, actual statistics, I finally got my credential back. I got to City Hall, and I asked myself, I looked around and I went back to the same city, the Chicago press room, which if you've never been there, you got to go, Greg. You'll feel like you're in some kind of like a museum or something, but it actually is a functioning press room. And the first thought that came to my mind is, was it worth it, to go through all the trouble to get back to this? And the answer after interviewing the mayor was yes. Hell yes. Okay. This is extremely important. Chicago's a real city with real people. They deserve, a real reporter asking real questions. And that's exactly what, I think that's what I was put on this planet to do. So I'm just going to do it for as long as God wants me to.
William Kelly, greatly appreciate your time as always. We'll check back in as we see these stories progress, and definitely see how things are going on the ground there. Be safe, all right? We'll talk soon.
God bless you, Greg. Thank you very much.
All right, it is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Thanks for taking time with us each and every weekday morning. Got a couple of more segments for you here with Illinois in Focus Daily. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us each and every weekday morning as we give you things you need to know about living in the state of Illinois and how you're impacted as a taxpayer. So stay tuned here. More with Illinois in Focus Daily.